It's another beautiful day here in the Shire. So let's head inside and see what Renee is up to in the kitchen.
Most people think raspberry coulis is complicated, something only pastry chefs make. But here's the truth. It's one of the simplest ways to turn an everyday dessert into something you would serve in a restaurant. And I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, so I am going to make a raspberry coulis this morning. You can use fresh raspberries, you can use frozen raspberries. I like to use frozen raspberries when I am making a coulis and save my fresh berries for topping on my desserts and things like that. Either works great. I've had these out thawing for a little bit, make it quicker to heat this up. But we're gonna put this in, and I've got this on a medium heat right now. We're gonna add a little bit of water, a pinch of salt, and a little bit of sugar. And then we're gonna give that a nice stir. And this is the easiest thing to make. And you can make this with any type of fruit. So we're gonna just let this sit and heat up for a minute. You don't have to stir it constantly. I'm just crushing some of the, you do wanna crush your berries. Okay, we're gonna let that sit for just a minute. I've turned this up to a medium-high heat just to get this so that it starts simmering. All right, this is starting to bubble along the sides here, and it's on a medium-high at the moment. At this point, it's a little hard to burn, but you don't want it to go too hot, so as soon as that gets going, I'm gonna just turn that down. I'm gonna turn it to a medium. We're gonna look at the thickness of this at 1 minute. What I like about this right now is that the bubbles are already causing this beautiful red foam to start, and that's what you're looking for. That means that it's starting to reduce and thicken up a little bit. Okay, so that's been 1 minute, and right now on your spoon it's just dripping right off. That's just about too loose to do anything with. I mean, it still tastes great, but it's just too loose, so I can go like that and get sprinkles. That is not what you want. So we're gonna go to the 3-minute mark. So I'm gonna put this on for 2 more minutes and we're gonna see what happens. And I've got a nice simmer going here, and I'm just gonna stir it every once in a while to make sure everything is staying the same temperature. And we're just gonna let that go. The best thing about this right now is seeing this the red foam. That's just such a good sign. All right, so now we're at the 3-minute mark. Let's see what our spoon is doing here. And you can see this is starting to stick to the spoon, and it's not coming off quite as fast. It is still dripping off, but if you run your finger through that, it's a little bit thicker. It's still not thick enough, but it's sticky. I can feel it sticking to my finger now, and we're getting closer. I'm gonna put it on. Oh, and look how beautifully red and shiny that is, and those bubbles are clearing up. And so you're getting closer to a point where you can actually use this if we stop the heat. So I'm gonna give this a stir, and I'm gonna put it on for I'm gonna go 2 more minutes. Okay, so let's give this a try with the spoon. And now I've got this, and you can see it's moving slowly. And the trick here is if you put your finger through it like that and can draw it down and it doesn't come back and fill in this space, then you've reached a good spot for your, oh, I've got coulis on my glasses. You've reached a good spot for this. And I think I am going to go 1 more minute on this because I'm going to put it on top of a dessert and I want it to be thick enough. So that's a total of 2, 4, 5. I'm going to go another minute, and and that'll give us 6 minutes total on frozen raspberries. Let's take one more look at this. And that's sluggishly moving. Let's turn it around. We're almost there. I'm just gonna go another minute. I'm going to make a cheesecake at some point, and I'm gonna add this to that, and I want it to be a little tart. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of lemon juice to give that a little bit of a lift. So I'm going to put this in and I'm going to stir that up. And then I'm going to give that a taste. Make sure I like the taste of that. Oh, yum. Oh, and now the next thing we're going to do is I don't want the seeds in there. And so I'm going to put this in a strainer to get those seeds out. You don't have to do this. Some people like the seeds. I prefer them out. So I would say if you're using frozen raspberries, anywhere between 6 and 8 minutes. As you can see, see how that's thickening up already? It's going to cool off and get thicker. Okay, we'll come back after that drains a little bit and take a look at it. Okay, so I'm taking this, I've got a huge strainer here, and I'm taking it and just running it around the strainer to get those seeds out. This is not my favorite thing on earth to do, but if you have a big strainer, it works a bit more better. I'm just going to keep going until we get all of the liquid out of that. And if you stop every once in a while and just scrape off your strainer, you can see, oh yum. See how thick that looks on the spoon? It's cooling off and oh, look at it. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, so a little trick on this seed thing. Once I feel like I've gotten as much as I can, let me just get a plate. Yeah. Once I feel like I've gotten enough out of that, I just take this and scrape it onto a plate because that leaves those spaces there open for me to get the extra juice out of there in that space, because the seeds kind of cover up the holes in the strainer. It doesn't allow the liquid to go through. So we're just going to keep poking along. I'm going to call that good. And then I'm going to scrape my strainer so that that's all in there. And there, I think we have it all. And that's basically what's left. Oh, I see a little bit more right there. Okay. And this is one of those things. Look at that beautiful. This is one of those things that you can make ahead. And so once this cools off, I'm going to put it in this bottle and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for tomorrow. Okay, so this is the raspberry coulis, and look how still a little bit warm, but look how, if you spread that on a plate or something, that's what you want. That's what you're looking for. And now I've got a little squirt bottle here. This is the top. I'm just going to take a funnel and pour this in. And there we go. And that doesn't look like much, but that goes a long way when you're using it just as an additional taste for something. And that's what you can, and the decorations you can do with this. It's staying perfectly on the plate. It's exactly what you want. You can run your food through it, make a plate look delicious, little dots. Oh my word, it tastes so good. So good.
We've got more great videos for you to watch. So, until next time.
Thank you.